whip fast like a Jersey breeze. Jennifer Morningstar's got the keys. Black nails flash, she's dealing fate. Pull your card now, it's checkmate. Spreads on the table, moonlight glow. She's got that vibe, you already know. Best collective, stars aligned. Future's calling, no decline. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Shaw, she's Jersey's finest. Tongue cuts quick, her wit's the brightest. Pull a card, watch your world unfold. Mystic vibes, fearless, bold. Take it ahead like a mic on stage. Life's a story, she's the sage. From cups to swords, she knows the game. Morning star's the name, fate's her claim. Shuffling truth, her hands don't lie. Every flip's a spark in the night sky. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. Tarot queen, what's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails. What's my scene? Jennifer's got the in-between. Black nails, bold tails. Best collective never fails.
Hello, my loves, and welcome to your reading. Now, before we get started, please do remember that energy is interchangeable. So feel free to take messages, flip them, twist them, reverse them, however you see fit. If it doesn't fit, please do not try to force it. Just feel free to check your chart and check your other placements. Past, present, or future, you tell me, as time is fluid and we're all on different timelines. And as always, please do remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. This way you know when new videos are posted. And as always, comment down below as you see fit. If you'd like to book a private reading or one of the other things on there, jennifermorningstar.me. If you'd like to book a live read during the read, you may do so by going to jennifermorningstar.me. Link is pinned in the chat at the time of this live and in the description box below. Ugh, fucking retrograde. Anywho, how are you all doing, my loves? Hey, of light. Hey, Sylvia. How are you, my loves? This is going to be an almost personal read for all signs. This is like my basket of reads where we delve into numerous collective subjects, and then we do an energy tap into all 12 signs and houses. So we're going to start off with let me see. First, let me put the collective there so we know it's collective. And then I got to get to the top of my endless list for this because this is a long one. We drop into all subjects here. We're going to start off with love, since a lot of people like love, you know. Starting off with singles, and then we're going to work our way down. Remember, when I do the almost personal reads, these are ones that have categories, and then the categories have subcategories. And in those categories and the subcategories, we delve into those specific topics. And then it's after that, we jump into an all signs energy tap. All right. All right. With that said, hey, No, how are you, babes? Let's get on with it. All right, so we're going to start off with singles. So let's see. Is there a specific deck I'm feeling called to for singles, or no? I feel like I just feel like called to stick with this one right here that I pulled out. All right. All right, what do we have going on for singles in love? Hey, hey, Potato, how are you, my loves? All right, let's see. Your current energy when it comes to love. Some of you could be talking to someone, could be interested in someone, could be seeing someone, but then again, why would you be singles? Could have your eye on someone. Let's see. What you can expect. Possible outcome. Okay. Under the deck, Queen of Swords. Seven of Wands to the Page of Cups. So, your current energy, I feel like you are definitely ready. You could be loosely entertaining someone or just kind of loosely entertaining people. You could have your eye on someone, right? Felt drawn to this deck specifically for a reason. Hopefully none of y'all have an interest in someone who's already involved elsewhere or dealing with something else, or hopefully not a situational thing either. All right, let me look into more look into this more. Tell me about that why the Knight of Cups. Mm, Five of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay. Star card under the deck. I'm not gonna lie, some of you this got pick me all over it. Some of y'all have this energy of pick me, and you want someone who is involved elsewhere to pick you, is what this is given. The star card can denote to you're checking the bitch's socials, right? Three of Pentacles. Look, there is third party energy all over this shit. I was drawn to this deck literally not that long before I even started the read. And this Knight of Cups, you literally have someone who's already invested somewhere else, right? Five of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Cups. Now, hopefully it's not a situation where someone is trying to act like they're single, and much as they're involved elsewhere, there's someone, or they still want to play the field, or they want to have their cake and eat it too. Could be that too. If like someone's loosely invested somewhere, Knight of Cups, Knight energy has no sustainability, right? If someone is acting like they're single, right? Like they're giving their energy to one thing versus, they're really not ready to hang up their hat. Now, for others of you, you could just be in this energy where you just want to do you. You just want to play the field, This could be, maybe you're out there on the apps, you're looking to basically link up, connect, maybe, a little fun, flirty, but nothing too serious, right? So you know where you resonate. So take that however it resonates to you. What you can expect. Strength card. Let's see. Oh, thank you, baby. Hey, Rachel. Strength card. Why the first card I pull out to clarify the strength card is literally the strength card. Some of you could have Leo in your chart. Four of Wands. Oh, no, sorry. Eight of Wands. I was about to say 10 of Wands. Temperance. Okay, so for those of you, if you are wanting to be a pick me, you have your sets on someone who is loosely involved elsewhere. This could be maybe you have your eye set on someone who they're just, 'cause I'm hearing just a gigolo, someone who's just like kind of loosely playing the field, right? Or, they're loosely involved somewhere else, but you're still wanting them to pick you, choose you, right? Someone who's doing that. Maybe someone you're interested in is not looking for anything to be tied down. They're just like kind of doing their thing, right? I mean, the strength card being clarified with the strength card, Eight of Wands to the 10 of Wands, you have to figure out what is it that you really want. Because it seems like you're backing up a whole bunch of energy towards the idea of something that isn't there, right? And I feel like eventually you're going to get pushed to the point where it's almost like a boiling pot where you're finally going to drop this. I mean, even look at this Eight of Wands, right? This Eight of Wands there denotes a form of storm. And I feel like that's denoting the storm within to the 10 of wands to the point where you're like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Now, for those of you, if your loyalty is committed to someone, even if it's somewhat, where you're more so focused towards entertaining one particular thing, but there is something else out there that has your eye, or you're entertaining something under the pretense of this could go somewhere. So you're keeping it situational. Meanwhile, you really don't want to be tied down. You just want to do your thing. Well, that's going to end up being a big problem down in the long haul, is what that feels like. So, I mean, there's a need to figure out what you want, or at least be upfront about shit, right? And for those of you who are absolutely positively single, and maybe you're just not looking to be tied down, right? I feel like you'll be hit with waves, right? It's like someone who, even if, like, say if you're the type of person, you're just more so in your, you just want to do you. You don't want to be tied down to anything or anyone. I feel like, you could have flings that come and go, but nothing really of substance. And I feel like you're going to find yourself dealing with waves of down the line where, eventually things are going to bubble to the surface. Maybe, you get them in bed and then you watch them leave the next day, or you're the one that leaves, but eventually you're going to start getting hit with a wave where it's like, that's actually not doing it for you anymore. You're going to end up wanting more. All right. Possible outcome, Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing Whitney Houston run too. Temperance, which was under the deck before I shuffled. Seven of Swords. Four of Swords. Okay, Hangman under the deck. For those of you who have been the pick me, choose me, you got your eye on some bitch, and they're just out living their life, whether they're involved or they're just entertaining whatever comes along, living their best solo life, right? I feel like you're gonna stay sitting back watching, Seven of Swords, but there's gonna be no communication at all. You still hung up on this thing, but this is something that's meant to show you something within yourself, right? And I feel like eventually you're gonna get to the point, some of you might even indulge in things to like drown it out with that temperance there. It doesn't have to. But this is like someone who eventually comes to realize after enough time has gone on by, where it's like, I gotta, I gotta let this go. But I feel like it doesn't come until after you sacrifice that sense of yourself for quite some time. Knight of Pentacles with the Hangman under the deck, that's a long ass, that's long form self of sacrifice of self, right? You know? Now, here's the thing too. If you're in that pick me, choose me, don't put yourself on pause and on the shelf in a sense of vain because you're waiting on this other motherfucker to come through, right? Because if you're putting yourself on a shelf for someone who is absolutely not coming there, they're not coming in, swooping in. This is like someone who is expecting someone, they're gonna swoop in last minute and that's gonna be it and we're gonna be together. No, bitch, you're not. It's gonna be crickets. You're lying to yourself. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords to the Hangman. You're literally sacrificing yourself all this time that you could have investing in something else, right? You can miss out on what is in front of you because you're too hung up on the idea of something that isn't. If something is meant to be, it would be. If someone was your person, they'd be your person. If someone wanted to be with you, they would be with you. They wouldn't be like, you know what? I could see myself with you. I could. I'm gonna go do my thing for a little while. Yeah. Then that's not your person, bitch. That's not your person. Stop doing it to yourself. Let that shit go. I'm not gonna be the reader to tell you, this person, they want to be with you. They're totally gonna come. If someone wants to be with you, they would. Plain and simple. I'm not the sugarcoating bitch. I will not tell you what you want to hear. I will not be one of these readers who have you sitting there. Oh, yeah, this past person, this person, you know that there's a thing, you know you're fated to be. No, bitch, if you were meant to be, you would be. Some people don't realize some people come along to teach us to show us something that's reflecting in ourselves. And I feel like this is a situation where someone's trying to highlight something back to you, reflect something to you, where you no longer put your life on hold for anybody, because this is a form of you putting your life on hold for someone who isn't there. You're holding space for a ghost. Some of y'all, this is someone you were never even in a relationship with. You just like the idea of what a relationship might look like with them. It's like someone who eyes something up, they like it, it's never been anything like that, but they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling it. I know they want me. I'm gonna preserve this space for this person because there's gonna be a day. Mark my words, there's gonna be a day this bitch is gonna come to me. No, they're not. Stop. Don't do that. I can't stand seeing so many people do this shit to themselves, especially when you see all these fucking readers literally trying to fill people's heads. Oh, yes, they're coming. They're coming. Oh, keep waiting. 5 years, 10 years, they're still coming. You know it. No, bitch. The only thing that's coming is the cash flow into their pockets because you're clicking to be told the same thing over and over again. Oh, yeah, just keep sitting and waiting. Just keep holding on to the. How's that feel? How's it feeling sitting there listening to the same ass read for fucking years telling you the same ass thing? Ooh, what is in me tonight? Oh, well, it's part of a Mars hour. That's why. I went live during the Mars hour. So, look, someone needed to hear it. And now, for those of you, if you're loosely entertaining one thing but you have your eyes set on another, well, if someone was the one, then you wouldn't be like side eyeing this other thing where it's like, huh, maybe that, you know. If you think that, you could just like kind of do your little thing over here, and then you know what? That's all right, because I can hop in over there when I realize, I'm hearing JoJo too little, too late. Some could be too little, too late. Now here's the other thing too. For those of you who are just trying to do your thing, live your best single life, you're not getting any younger. And I feel like there's going to come a time in a day where all of a sudden, the clock's getting going fast, right? You're not getting any younger, and you come to realize, oh shit, I think I think I don't want to be alone anymore. I think I'd actually like to wake up next to the person the next day and actually ask them if they'd like a cup of coffee or they'd like to have breakfast or, actually make plans after the night. It's like, maybe some of you getting a little up there in age. For those of you living there, mark my words, it's going to happen. You're going to realize it's like someone who realizes in a late life thing where it's like, oh, what was I doing? I should have been, because now I'm like sitting here, like, you know what it is? Like the flash that I just had, like, I'm not saying this is you, but this is like the type of flash that came in my mind. Like, the type of bitch, they spend their life like in and out of the bar every fucking week like clockwork, right? Especially end of the week. They go there, they go pick someone up, they go do their thing. And then like every week like clockwork, and they're like, oh yeah. And meanwhile, they do this all in their 20s, 30s. Now the bitch is in their 40s. Some motherfuckers are in their 50s doing that shit, even older. And it's like, but they realize they're getting older. They're not able to get tail like they used to. And now people are looking at them like, so it's like they wasted the best years of their life, kind of holding themselves to like, the aged player type mentality. Male or female doesn't matter. And then it's like, they're starting to expire, and it's like now nobody wants them, you know? Well, I don't know. Wow. That I didn't expect these messages to come out, but okay. So, as for someone, maybe you know someone like that, in which case share this with them. This might be a message they need to hear. But singles, that's what I got for you. That's your read. All right, just a All right. Apparently, I've got a lot to say, so let me get a lozenge because I don't need to be hacking on here. All right. Oh, wait, I just did singles. Next up, involved. What do we have going on for our involved people? Thank you, babes. Your energy, Page of Wands. Their energy, the Empress. The energy between both y'all. Ooh, Judgment. What you can expect. Advice. Ooh, possible outcome. Some of you have Gemini or Taurus or Libra in your chart. Some of you water, air. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Okay. So your energy, Page of Wands. Honestly, hopefully none of y'all are talking to anyone else. But this feels like with that Page of Wands, you could feel like the connection is in a state of disrepair. You see this Page of Wands, it's a field medic, right? So you could feel like there's difficulty in communication. Their energy. For some of you, this could be the parent of your child. It could be the mother with the Empress there. It could be the father. Take it however it resonates. It's feminine energy. You could identify as the masculine with this page for your energy that has the guy on it. And they could be the feminine. Take it however it resonates. Doesn't have to be, though. There's no gender in tarot. This could be someone who's pregnant. But this feels like someone who's a bit oblivious and still sees more. It's like you see this Empress, she's not even really looking at anything other than she's blocked off and just kind of looking into the elusive world that's in her hands. You see, this world is very oceanic, very elusive type energy, right? The depths of the ocean. So this person could feel like there's really nothing wrong with the way things are, right? The energy between two of you. The Judgment. This could be someone that you feel like some of you could have given this chance time and time again, could have been on and again, off again, but it feels like, are we going to keep doing this? What to expect, 10 of Cups. Now, that could be good, right? So let's see. Let me start clarifying. Some of you could be contemplating walking away. We have the Nine of Pentacles under the deck, the Ace of Wands under the deck, Two of Wands, and you see this Ace of Wands, she's literally looking back. You could be thinking maybe there's something else out there, unless if you are in this thing where you feel like they're ready to walk away, that they're going to leave. Maybe some of you have issues with trust or believing that they want to be with you. Take it however it resonates. Hey, Curly, how are you, baby? All right, what do we have going on? Why the Page of Wands for you? Strength. Two of Pentacles. Some of you could have Leo in your chart. To the Seven of Swords. There's definitely trust issues here. I feel like you're at this place where you're trying to hang in there. You're with that strength card. Strength denotes to a sense of commitment, a sense of loyalty to the situation. But I feel like you could question their loyalty, right? Seven of Swords book ending the the strength card, and with that Two of Pentacles dead in center, maybe some of you saw something. Some of you, maybe you're checking their social media, or maybe you're checking their phone. You see them looking at the screen. But this is like, hey, Felipe, how are you, baby? But this is like, you could second guess their loyalty. You could second guess the whole situation, the whole relationship. Some of you, Some of you could just feel like there's too many problems. There's so many problems that you can't do this anymore. You see this Four of Cups, the mountains are obstacles in the background. This is someone who's looking at all the problems like there's far too many problems to overcome. There could be you could feel like there's a conversation that you've been holding back from. It's almost like trying to avoid a specific conversation or addressing an elephant in the room because Seven of Swords could also denote to avoidance. The Strength card could also denote to holding back. And the Two of Pentacles feels like, you're kind of tippy-toeing around, trying to avoid a conversation that you need to have, especially with the Page of Wands being your thing. And this is like you feel like if you say the wrong thing or there's something you need to discuss, at the same token, you're afraid of what's going to come of the thing or it's going to be an issue. Could even be opening up a wound in the connection, right? All right. Tell me about the Empress for their energy towards this connection. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. For some of this person views it as you're not going, this is like what you do. Because Wheel of Fortune has the overall energy. This is like going on the merry-go-round over and over again, right? Ace of Cups can be a sense of renewal to the Seven of Pentacles. We've done this too many times, or we've been together far too long, right? And we have the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles here, right? So 777. It's like you're not going anywhere, right? Now, for those of you, if you have like a child with this person can feel like, well, we're bound together. So, I mean, even if it's over, it's never truly over. Maybe you have your endings, but it always comes back together again. It's almost like, having a child is the glue that binds. Not gonna lie though, for some of you, low key, this person may be in the energy where they've contemplated, maybe there is something better out there. Maybe there's something more than this. For others of you, this person could be trying to, it's like even the Seven of Cups denotes to that form of elusive type of energy that I said with that Empress card, right? So this is almost like trying to find ways to hold on to the connection, right? It's like someone who gives you reason to, or figures, we've been through too much together, or, even though we've had all these bad times, what about the good? It's like, say if you try to discuss something, right? Maybe there's something that happened in the connection at any point, right? And it's like, but don't focus on that. Focus on this, but what about this? What about that, right? So it's almost like you can't really discuss if something's bothering you or if you feel like, this just isn't working because it's like they try to pull you back in for pentacles. It's like no matter how bad it seems, it's like they always try to find a way to kind of cloud your judgment, right? Judgment dead and center to remove the focus of the problem. It's like, yeah, but what about this and what about that? That's not healthy, just so you know, you know? All right, so tell me about the energy between the both y'all with that judgment. Nine Nine of Pentacles, Death card, Sun card, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the energy between both of you is at some form of buildup because it's almost like a pressure cooker where it's almost like, are we going to keep doing this, right? It's like if you have one who's trying to act like everything's okay, even when it's not okay, right? And then someone else who feels like, maybe it's just best we just part ways, Maybe you're in a connection where it feels like even if you're together, it's you still feel like you're alone, right? Like you're not together, even if you are. Um, but this is like something has to change, right? I feel like, especially death cards, scorpionic energy, scorpionic is like, the underbelly of things that we don't want to look at, right? And with that sun card, this is like highlighting where there needs to be a form of change. I feel like the energy between both of you is there needs to be a form of change. You can't keep doing this the same way that you're doing it. You can't keep doing these things over and over. You literally cannot. Nine of Pentacles is an individualistic number, right? It's a solo number. It's you, as an independent, right? So you cannot keep doing this judgment. You cannot keep doing this over and over again. There's a sense of seeing that. Um, this honestly feels like something that's on its last leg. Now, what to expect? Ten of Cups, the Magician, Page of Swords, to the Star card, to the Empress. I feel like you're going to realize what it is that you really want and that you can actually have what you want. Even if it's not with this person, this is having a form of realization of what it is that you want, knowing that you're worthy of what you want, right? Now, if this is someone who you have a kid with, right? This means even where it's like if you decide that maybe you two aren't good together, you could still be in good standing and be there for the kid, right? But at the same token, it's like if you're wanting something that's more fulfilling, something that this is like someone who just wants that classic love story, right? 10 of Cups. They want their happily ever after. I feel like you're going to realize that you can have it. But I feel like it comes after realizing your worth enough to know what it is you want and where it is. And I feel like a part of that denotes to leaving. I feel like this is for someone who's ready to leave. Now, the advice, 10 of Swords. Hey, Crystal, how are you, baby? Mm-hmm. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands to the Hangman. Honestly, is this worth it? Look at this Fool card. This Fool card is called the Dreamer, and you see that sense of innocence, right? It's like the innocence of a child, clean before the world tainted them, right? They could just, the future. It seems so colorful. It feels like anything is possible before the world, the harsh reality of what the world is, comes in and clashes that down. And I feel like 10 of Swords, Eight of Pentacle, Queen of Swords to the Hangman. I feel like there's a need to realize you don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't have to sacrifice your happiness. You don't have to settle. I feel like there's a need to focus on working on your sense of confidence, your sense of self, knowing that you are that bitch and you can have what it is that you want, right? Especially if you feel like this just is not it. Now, possible outcome, the lovers, the choice, the high priestess, Page of Cups to the justice. Queen of Cups under the deck. I feel like you're going to choose you. I feel like you're going to take the first step and do what feels right for you. Justice denotes to a form of balancing of the scales, a sense of fairness, karmic justice, right? Karmic energy. This could be taking that step, Page of Pentacles, to close out a karmic cycle in your life, or Page of Cups, I should say. To the High Priestess, I feel like you're going to feel called to choose yourself, to choose love. And it starts with the love of yourself. it feels like you'll take some time to yourself, right? Learn to love yourself again, learn to know your self-worth, get yourself in the energy of attracting that which it is you desire, right? Getting energetically aligned with what it is that you want. But this feels like for someone who is ready to walk away from something. So, involved, that's what I got for you. All right, let's see. Hmm. Excuse me. I'm good, love. How are you? All right. Next up. Oh, really? All right. Next up, no contact. For those of you in no contact with someone. All right. Your energy when it comes to Four of Cups, their energy, King of Cups, their future actions, if any, mm, possible outcome, justice. Six of Wands under the deck, to the Sun card, to the Star card. Someone could work in the public eye, someone could be in the spotlight, in the limelight, or someone could just be well known in their town or in their industry, right? All right. So your energy, Four of Cups. This feels like you're not getting what you want from a situation. Definitely not feeling this. All right, let's see. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Page of Cups, Sun card, King of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Not gonna lie, this is giving a little bit stir crazy. You see the horse, and we are in the year of the four. Oh, fucking listen to me. For your horse, fire horse with that Sun card, right? So this is like you're wanting this person to basically step up and come towards you and communicate. This feels like you're waiting for them to break the silence with you. King of Pentacles to the Sun card, that's that male action oriented energy. Um, with that Page of Cups, it's like you're waiting on them to come towards you and break the silence. And it feels like it's not happening and you're just not happy about it, right? For some of you, this could be something that never came to be. For some of you, this could be someone you've been in no contact for quite some time. Some of you, several days, several weeks, several months, hopefully not several years, right? In which case, what are you doing with your life waiting for someone several years, bitch? I will call that shit out because I'm not gonna, bitch. I don't mollycoddle nobody. I don't mollycoddle my own damn kids. I'm not gonna mollycoddle someone on the internet, you know. Um, but it feels like it's crickets with this person, and you're just like, you could even be feeling a little bit annoyed. It's like, why aren't they coming towards? You know what I just heard. It's like someone says, I know you want to talk to me, so just come towards me. Just like, can't you just like step up and break the silence already? Now, here's the thing: their energy, King of Cups. I feel like this bitch is back. Their back is turned. Someone could have a lot of tats. Someone could have a blackout tat. Um, Someone could be tatted the fuck up. But I feel like honestly, this feels like someone who they're not even like you're not even a thought in their mind. This is just someone their back is turned and they're just like living their own life. That's what that feels like. So tell me about the King of Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah, look, this person's just out there doing their thing. Seven of Cups. This person, I feel like their back is turned to this. I feel like you might want to talk to someone, but they're not hung up on this like you think that they are. This could be someone who's meant to reflect something back to you, right? To teach you something, maybe trigger something within you, right? Um, but the King of Cups, the Three of Cups to the Hangman to the Eight of Pentacles, this person's just out there living their life, doing their thing, um, focusing on their work, right? This could be someone who's celebrating something where it feels like things are opening up for them, opportunities opening up for them in a career stance. But it feels like Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords to the Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords again. I feel like this is something that it's not a thought in them. Like, I feel like this person is living rent free in your head, not theirs. All right. Now, their energy. I mean, fuck. What you can expect. You could get word that you could come to find out somehow that they're expecting a child somewhere, where it's almost like, maybe they get someone pregnant if you're dealing with a masculine, or they become pregnant, It's like, oopsie, yeah, see, look. Again, I feel like, see the moon under the deck too. Ten of Swords, ooh, Four of Pentacles. Okay, so you see this Empress, it has the World card. If you're keeping tabs on this person through social media, or you know, hopefully you're not doing any creeper shit where you're literally physically around them or where they go or shit like that, right? Um, but I feel like, honestly, I feel like their energy is going elsewhere. And you could even come to gain some form of information that's going to upset you, right? This is you're sitting down and you go to, maybe you're going to look at their social media, right? And then you come to find out, there's an announcement, Ace of Swords. There's a bambino on the way, right? Whether they are carrying or someone else is. Um, Now, if it's not that, I just feel like their focus is elsewhere at other points in their life where there's growth and expansion in their life. And this is almost like feeling upset, where it's like, especially if you're someone, you're going online to look at their socials, or because I could hear some motherfucker talking about, oh, they don't have social media. I don't have social media. Bitch, you're on social media, right? Come on now. And what they need, look, it, everyone has some form of social media, including on the things like this where you're saying you don't have social media. It's social media. So let's just not with that, okay? But I feel like you could see that their focus, their attention is on other things, like other worldly things, where their focus is on things that they're growing and expanding in their world. I feel like their action, their energy is pushed towards growth and expansion in their own world, their own experience, their own life. And that might make you feel a type of way too. Because especially if you're sitting here feeling a type of way because you're expecting a motherfucker to just come in like a wrecking ball and say, hey, how's it going? You know, I've been wanting to talk to you for the longest, but I figured I'd put it on hold and let you sit and stir and simmer until I finally came in. Right? No. And I feel like that's gonna upset you. Even look at this Knight of Wands. But I feel like you're gonna see something that's gonna trigger you and it's gonna upset you. You literally see this nice Knight of Wands. It's a volcano to the Five of Cups, right? And that Ace of Swords. This is gaining some form of information and it's gonna upset you. Something's gonna trigger you, something's gonna upset you pertaining to them. And I feel like it's tied to either what they have going on in their life or the fact that they are just seem to be living their best life and you're not a thought, right? There are people who will literally sit and their world will revolve around the idea of someone and they think that, but here's what they don't realize too. They project. They project their own shit onto this other person where they're like, well, if every waking thought of mine is about them, I'm catering my world and my 3D experience to revolve around every little aspect of them. So that means if I am focused and fixated on them, that they must be focused and fixated on me too. That's not the case. Just because you are hung up on the idea of someone doesn't mean that they are hung up on you. That's a you thing you got to figure out. If someone literally was hung up on you or had a thing for you or something, they would say it or you would know because of their actions. Actions will tell you no lies. Never go by what people say, always go by what people do, and actions never lie. And that's what this is given. Possible outcome, justice. And you see this justice card, that reflective energy again. Didn't I say with this hangman that has the mirror? I feel like this is something that's more so meant to reflect something within you. There's that justice card, possible outcome. This is you refusing to see things. This is you holding yourself in a karmic loop. You see, the mirror is a circle, like a loop, but not wanting to see because you see her head is down instead of looking at the reflection. This is someone not willing to see, not willing to look at the truth of something, not willing to see things for what they are. Thank you, my love. Hey, Divine. Seven of Swords, judgment. See, look. Four of Wands, you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself something that's not true. Seven of Swords, you are looking at this person's social media to the judgment, to the Four of Wands. This is someone who keeps telling themselves, one day they're going to choose me. One day they're going to decide. One day we're going to be in a relationship. We're going to be happily ever after. Four of Wands. Instead of seeing the truth of the situation, instead of seeing things for what they truly are. Six of Swords, right? Five of Wands to the World card. Again, you're looking at their social media, you're doing something to keep tabs on them and focus on them. Meanwhile, all you're doing is holding up your own life, your own experience, and breaking your own heart because you're focused on something that simply is not. See, this is why our little family is so small because I'm not one of these readers who's going to basically, fill your head with all the bullshit. Could I do all that shit and pull in numbers? Yeah, if I wanted to, but I'm not here for that. I'm not here to just fill my bank accounts. I'm here to help people, you know? And some people have difficulty, when something isn't basically catered to what they want to hear. I will never be the person to tell a bitch what they want to hear. So if you're looking for someone to basically fluff your feathers, you better click off and find someone else because that is not me, bitch. That is not me. I will not tell you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's been 5, 10, 15, 20 years. You're still meant to be. Look, I know they haven't come towards you, but you're right. You're right. You're fated to be. Oh, yes, that's your twin Parker, your twin flame, whatever, your twin parka, whatever the fuck bullshit. Mm-mm. That's not me. This is what happens when I go live during a Mars hour. Anyway. You have to decide how long you really want to keep putting yourself through this because I'm speaking to someone, they keep putting themselves through the ringer. They're stuck in a karmic loop over the idea of something with someone that simply isn't. And then to top it off, they're looking at this bitch's socials, breaking their own heart, upsetting themselves. This is like someone who gets upset over someone because they have literally signed that person up in their head that this is what we're going to be, this is what it's going to be, and you're not getting in line with my telepathic messages to you that you're supposed to love me, we're supposed to be together. Meanwhile, you're not even a blip on this bitch's radar. No. Oof. So, no contact. I'm gonna leave that there. That's what I got for you. Mm-mm-mm. All right, next up. I don't know what motherfuckers mumbling about, but I see ya. Anyway, that was no contact. All right. This is person of interest. If there's someone with whom you have your eye on, you have some form of interest in, right? This is not a situational thing. This is just someone you're curious about. This could be someone who you see, but you're not really, someone who catches your eye, someone who piques your interest, but it's not a situational thing, you know? All right. All right. What can you tell me? All right. What can you tell me about this person they're interested in? Could be with the Empress, could be a parent, a single parent. Could just be someone who's very loving, nurturing. This could be someone who maybe you came across a social media profile too. You don't really know. This could be someone who you never really had a conversation with. Maybe, you're just scrolling online, you see the world right there that she's holding, and someone caught your eye, so you're like, I wonder what their story is, right? Their energy, if any, when it comes to you. Ace of Cups. This could be a single parent. This could be. With that Ace of Cups, we have a mama holding a baby, you know? It doesn't have to be that they have an actual baby, or maybe they're just like an auntie or an uncle, right? Um, this could be someone who you don't know, who you've never really spoken to even, because this could be someone who maybe you just scrolled through and you've seen their social media. Maybe Facebook recommended them to you from like the locals or some shit, right? Um, let's see. Because this feels like someone who's just more so focused on their own shit. It feels like if they're not single, then perhaps they're in something new, but they could just be single. This is like someone who is focused on their own shit, open and receptive to love, but not really seeing anyone, is what that feels like. Not really invested anywhere in a romantic sense. Are they open and receptive to it? Sure. What you can expect moving forward? Not much. Four of Cups, not much. Page of Swords. Yeah, so this is someone, Seven of Wands. I feel like the dreamer, which is the fool card on here. So I feel like this is someone you haven't really spoken to, you've never really spoken to. I feel like this is someone who, whether this is someone you just happen to see them on social media, could even be maybe you saw them in public, right? You see the world in her hands. The world can be like a public place, right? Maybe you meet this, you've seen this person at the coffee shop or someplace, or at the garden, or maybe you see them at the park with their kid, right? It feels like someone who you've seen in some way, shape, or how, but you've never actually spoken to. All right. But it feels like, not really much going on there, if you don't say something. So let's see. Tell me about the Empress for this person. Eight of Cups to the Six of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so this is someone, I feel like they're not really attached to anyone or anything. This is someone who's more so focused on their long-term goals, right? This is someone who's more so focused on their career and long-term goals. Knight of Pentacles to that Six of Wands. But when it comes to like romantic sense, I feel like they're not really attached to anything with that Eight of Cups. Um, this could be someone, maybe they're a business owner, maybe they have like an online business with that world card there, with that world right there in her hands, right? I feel like they're more so focused on tending to their own garden of life, but when it comes to like love and romance, they're not really attached to anything. And they're not actively looking for anything either. This is someone who they're just really focused on their long-term goals and success and careers, what that feels like. Now, Ace of Cups for their energy towards you. Again, I feel like this is someone who don't really know you or notice you, or if this is someone who you literally physically see, They have no idea. This is like someone who's just aloof and more so focused on their own shit. Dreamer, 5 of Wands to the Justice. Page of Swords under the deck. See, yeah. So for some of you, maybe you see this person when you go to grab coffee, right? Maybe you have a habit, you run into each other at the coffee shop, right? But communication is definitely the biggest thing. So regardless of how you know this person, how you've seen this person around, um, I feel like this person is just more so focused on their own shit, right? Um, this person, this could be someone who's been through a divorce with that Justice card. With the 5 of Wands dead in center, this is the energy of maybe they dealt with some shit, but it feels like more than anything, this is someone who does not like conflict. They are all about fair and balanced. This is someone, if it disturbs my peace, the price is too high, right? This is someone who's very mindful of what they entertain, right? You see this 5 of Wands, how it says no war, right? And the full card to the Justice, bookending the Justice. This is someone who's very mindful before jumping into anything. It gives a very fair and balanced. So I don't know if you've been like kind of back and forth on the idea where it's like it's almost like someone, because I'm seeing like with hopscotch, right? If you're playing hopscotch and you're like, you're getting ready to jump in, right? And you're just waiting for that right time till you finally just go in there. But it's like some people, they'll soup themselves up and then they'll just like stop and not do it last minute because they're too scared to get all tangled up in the rope, right? So I mean, I don't feel like this bitch is gonna bite your head off if you really wanna come towards them and talk, is what that feels like. Um, this feels like very fair, balanced type energy. This is someone who it just feels very low key, grounded, and just like kind of chill. So I don't know if like you're afraid of approaching someone and that they're gonna bite your head off. You're just like, yeah, oh, like maybe they're busy, so I don't wanna, interrupt them. Um, but like their energy towards you, I just feel like there really is no energy towards you because this is just someone more so minding their own. This is someone staying in their own lane, is what that feels like. Tell me about that 4 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords. Some of you, this could be same sex. Doesn't have to be. 4 of Wands. So, wild card, which is a bonus card. I feel like look, I don't really feel like anything's gonna come from this unless if you actually seize an opportunity for yourself, right? So it's like if you're wanting to get to know someone or introduce yourself, then just do it. Rip the band-aid off, shoot your shot, right? Next time you see them, just go for it, right? 4 of Wands denotes to like you can literally be seeing them in a physical place, but 4 of Wands also denotes to the window of opportunity or the opportunity that we create for ourselves, right? Bookending that Page of Wands with that wild card, which is a bonus card here. This is almost like, you know what? Shit, is a puppy gonna overthink if they see someone and they get all excited and they're like, you know what? I want to go step up to that human, right? No, they're not gonna overthink it. They're just gonna fucking go along with it, right? They're just gonna go do it, right? It's like YOLO. So it's like if you want to get to genuinely know someone, right? Break the ice. That's all. Break the ice, whatever that it is to you, whether that's in public or online. Send a bitch a friend request. Who the fuck knows if you see them online? If you're seeing them in person, just say hi, you know, start a conversation. But otherwise, you don't start nothing, won't be nothing. And then it's just gonna remain something that, you think about, but nothing more. All right. But that's what I got for you. All right. All right. Next up, we've got their feelings. So let's see. For those wanting to know someone's feelings. Now, obviously, this would have to be someone that knows of you. This can't be wanting to know someone's feelings towards you and there's nothing there for them like you're not even a thought if they don't know you or know of you or whatever, you'd have to have some form of significant connection with someone to know their whether this is, friend, family, lover. So just be mindful of that. All right. Who is this person? Nine of Pentacles, someone single, their feelings. Nine of Cups, how they view you. Hermit, what you can expect. Queen of Cups, possible outcome. Ten of Swords. Mm. Someone could be an advocate. I don't know why I just got this. Someone could be known for like being like some form of advocate, fighting for social injustice or social rights. I don't know why I just got that. I'm hearing Evanescence use my voice. Someone could use their voice to advocate for others. This could be someone who just chooses peace, not war, right? Happy go lucky. All right, let's see. So, for who this person is, Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who's very independent, right? Tell me more about them. Ten of Swords. This is someone who's been through some stuff. This is like someone who lands on their feet, though. Okay, so this is a bad bitch. This is a bad bitch who knows who they are. They've been through some shit, but like a cat, they always land on their fucking feet. This is like someone who they might go through shit, but they make it look good, right? So Nine of Pentacles is clarified with the Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, Queen of Wands. So this is a bad bitch type of energy. Male, female doesn't matter, but this is someone, you would view them as a bad bitch. I'm literally hearing she's the bad mamma jamma, just as Foxy. Yes, maybe you view them as Foxy, right? Or a bad mamma jamma. Male, female don't matter. It's just a song that came through. But this is someone, they went through some shit, but at the end of the day, they're good. They're happy. This is someone who they wear their wounds well, let's say, right? Their feelings, Nine of Cups. This feels like someone who's very happy in their own energy. Honestly, they might not even really Justice, Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles. This feels like someone who's just more so kind of staying in their own lane, right? It doesn't feel like they have any negative energy towards you, but this feels like their feelings are, they're not really directed at you. Their feelings are more inclined where they themselves are in the good energy, right? Um, they could view you as someone a bit closed off, right? They could view you as someone you might know a little bit of. You might have. There could be something. I don't know if there's maybe you both shared similar things, similar backgrounds, right? Where there's a world behind that wall, right? There's a world behind that door. The Seven of Wands, you see the door here. It's almost like, not someone who doesn't really let just anyone in, right? They could feel like you two are a lot alike, maybe you're both people, you've been through some shit, you don't easily open up to just anyone, and there's nothing negative, no form of negative energy towards one or the other, right? Um, but at the same token, it's like there's nothing negative, but they are someone who's just more so kind of focused on like they don't focus their energy on, you. But it's not but saying that doesn't mean that, they look at you negatively. It's like, if you're in a good standing, you're in a good place, like you have a good energy, you have a good rapport with someone, so you have nothing negative to say about the person. You have no negative feelings towards the person, right? And whatever your commonality, it's like you're able to, okay, well, this is, whatever, but it's not going to be my main focus, right? So it's like you're not their main focus, but that doesn't mean that they view you in a bad light, because it feels like they view you in a good light, fair. Um, and they can see a lot of themselves in you. Again, perhaps you both have been through a lot, right? But more so, this is someone who they don't dwell, this is someone who doesn't dwell on people in general, right? So don't take it personal. But they're just more so feeling good in their own standing, but they don't really focus. Now, how they view you, the hermit, they could view you as someone, you stay to yourself, a bit of a recluse. They could view you as like a hermit or an introvert, but someone who stays to themselves. Hey, Carrie. Hold on. Hey, Avy. All right, let me see. All right, there we go. They could view you as a bit of a recluse, someone who just more so kind of stays to themselves, low key. Um, Now, for some of you, they could view you as someone who there's room to wander, where there's like more than meets the eye, right? Some of you, they could view you as someone who you're very fluid when it comes to what you like, right? You see the Two of Pentacles dead in center, and you see the Lovers versus the Seven of Cups, and you see this Lovers has the rainbows. It's like the pride, right? They could view you as someone who you're fluid in who you like, what you like, right? Some of you, they could view you as someone who's trying to figure out who you truly are, what it is that you want. Some of you, they could view you as someone who's struggling with a sense of identity, for some even sexual identity, right? Questioning what it is that you like, right? Questioning who you are. Very introspective and open-minded, regardless. All right, what you can expect. Queen of Cups, the Tower, King of Wands, to Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Five of Swords, Page of Swords. Why does this feel like, so maybe this is like someone who you don't deal with regularly, right? Maybe this is someone who you catch up with them, every now and again, whether that's every several weeks, every several months. Maybe this is an old friend who you catch up with every several years, right? I don't know. I feel like I feel like it might be a while till you interact with this person, is what this feels like. And you might find yourself a bit blindsided. This is like when you go to catch up with someone, and I'm literally hearing from Bye Bye Birdie. Did you hear about Hugo and Kim? Did you hear they got pinned? Doo, doo. I just knew it somehow. You might come to find that, oh shit, they actually they're no longer solo, right? You come to find out, that they're involved with someone, right? Especially this feels like someone who, again, they come up as single energy completely. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and then Nine of Cups again, right? Someone who's very happy. I'm hearing Maya, single, sexy, and free, making my own money, right? Someone who feels single, sexy, free, making their own money, right? Um, so it could be a while. But it feels like when you deal with this person again, it could feel like so much time has gone by that, like, when you're playing catch up, you come to find out, "Oh, shit, you're what? Get the fuck out. When did that happen?" Right? That might be a bit of a shock too if you view this person as extremely independent, right? It's almost like the type of people where they're always known for being single, where you figure that's just, they're always going to be single, right? And then it's like, oh shit, get the fuck out of here. When the fuck did that happen? We never thought it would happen. All right. Ten of Swords. Why the Ten of Swords for possible outcome? Page of Cups, Judgment, to the Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups under the deck, Four of Swords to the Wild card. This is like never say never. This is almost like someone surprises you. It's almost like it surprises you, where it's like if this is the type of bitch who was like never say never, right? Where again, especially if this is someone they went through some shit, right? With that Ten of Swords, right? Maybe this is someone who said that they'll never be involved with anyone. They'll always be single, right? I feel like it's almost like you're gonna see where it's like, oh shit, I guess never say never, because this feels like, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, you see this Ace of Pentacles that it has the rainbow, right? So it's almost like never say never. Like if you know how some people they could be like, oh well, happy endings aren't real. It's like no, you get to see, this person might end up doing something that you never in a million years would have thought for them to do. I don't know why I just got look for some of you. Could even come to find that, this person elopes, right? It's like someone who might choose to do something on a bit of a whim. It's like someone getting a second chance at happiness and actually grasping it. It's like someone who's really it's like someone who basically spends their life being good and content in their own energy, doing everything that they need to do. And then it's just like there's going to come a day where it's like all of a sudden they find someone to share the rest of their time with. It's like they've already done everything else. Now all it's missing is just someone to share it with. You're going to come to find out that this person is going to end up having that someone to share with. And if this is someone who said like never again, they'll never, because I'm hearing Nickelback never again. For me to get Nickelback never again, this could be someone who was in an abusive relationship at one point, because that's what that song's about, an abusive person being with someone who's abusive. Father's a name you haven't earned yet. Dun-na-na-na. You're just a child with a temper. Dun-na-na-na. Haven't you heard? Don't hit a lady. Ba-na-na-na. Kicking your ass would be a pleasure. That could be why it's shocking if this person actually lets someone in and decides to give happiness, go after something that they thought wasn't possible, perhaps. I don't know. Take it however it resonates to you. But this doesn't feel like a romantic. This feels like, it could be like a friendly type of thing, like a platonic type of thing, or that friend you catch up with every now and then, you know? So that's what I got for you. Hey Dandy, how are you, babes? All good to have you here, baby. All right. Next up, hold on. Let me take this off now. And now we're going to scroll to, oh, there we go. Oh, no, let me take that off. Womp womp. Okay, now we're going to go into your money. All right, what do we have going on for your money, Hunty? How's your money looking? Ooh, Ten of Cups. Quite good, quite good. Hierophants to the Moon card. Okay. This is you pulling in big bucks. If there's something that you've been wanting pertaining to your career, this is like getting it, right? If you've been trying to pull in that customer, that client, right? If you've been trying to pull in that raise, that promotion, or you've been trying to manifest, a career taking off, whether that's, you're working for someone or yourself. This is like being able to do it. You're getting something that you want. And with that 10 of cups also, this is all major arcana. So this is like, feeling good, feeling set, quite happy, quite good. Seriously, these are all majors. Even this one here, it's the strength card. You can't see it. There you go. This feels like money's looking good. Whatever it is you're trying to pull in for yourself, like when it comes to a career stance, whatever it is you're trying to pull in for yourself, because the moon card is that sense of gravitational pull. It's like, you're able to pull that in. Now, for some of you, if you've been fearful when it comes to like your money or your stability, it feels like you're going to be good. With that 10 of cups, bookending that hierophant with that moon card, because the moon could also be fears. If you've been fearful pertaining to something, let go of that fear mindset because it feels like you're going to be all right, you know? But everything works out for you is what I feel called to say. All right. Now, what do we have going on when it comes to employed? Two of Pentacles. It feels like things could be fluctuating, being a bit mindful. Okay, so you could find yourself feeling like, you're having to be mindful. Some of you might have to cut back on some things, but it feels like, having what you need. It just, you might shuffle some things around. Two of Wands, bookending the Two of Pentacles. This denotes to, plans and changing things. Three of Wands, this is like someone, you might feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck. So you might start looking to cut back on certain things and being a bit more mindful. It could also be, because of costs of things outside of yourself, cost fluctuations, inflation, right? It's having to adapt to the inflation, to the cost, to the rising costs or whatever it is, right? But it's like being able to work things out so this way you're able to work around it, right? Um but all in all, feeling like you're all right. Nine of Pentacles, nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So it feels like you're good, you're happy. Um, it's just you're able to roll along with the tides. But I feel like it comes from also being extremely mindful of your money. This is like, budgeting. So this way, when the money comes in, you already know. And it's like it's like someone who's not spending money that they know they don't have, right? It's being more mindful and being able to get ahead of things and work around with the fluctuations, being able to roll with the punches, you know? All right. Also, for some of you, there could be changes in work schedule. There could be something pertaining to shuffling the schedule around, right? Which could make your money fluctuate, but it feels like you're going to be all right. You're able to work with it or something. Some of you might even ask to get some more time, get some extra hours in which case the place will work with you to give you that extra time that you're looking for. All right. Next up, unemployed. What do we have going on for unemployed? Ooh, all right. Knight of Swords. Hold on. Queen of Pentacles under the deck. Mm, okay. This feels like there's a need to make better choices. Like, okay, like the first thing that came to mind, this doesn't have to be everyone, this could be even just one bitch. Like, the types of bitch who live at home with their mama or they mooch off of someone, right? They ain't got no job, but they got habits, right? It's like someone who's quick to write checks their ass can't cash. Be mindful of that. Also, don't just look for the quick fix. Some of you have a bad habit of it's given where Okay. You know the type of people, like, they get a job, but they don't wanna stick with it? It's like they get ti it's like because the devil could also be like bad habits, right? Judgment, bad sense of judgment. It's like, you know, it's like someone who, "Oh, shit, man, I gotta find this job, I gotta find something to pay the bills. I gotta find something because I need some cash." Um, and then they find it, and they get the job, and as soon as they get the cash that they need, they decide, "Alright, well, now I'm good. I don't wanna do this anymore," and then just, like, kinda flake out on it. Excuse me. It's almost given like someone who they never really had to be responsible for themselves. They usually try to leech off of someone else to take care of it. It's like, don't be one of those hobosexuals or bum ass bitches who are looking for a mommy or a daddy to basically take care of them. That's what that feels like. Um, just be mindful of unhealthy habits. Now, some y'all, it's your unhealthy habits that are holding you back from a job, right? Because I'm getting drawn to like requirements, right? Like, say, if you're someone you like to partake in certain things, right? But say your job requires a drug test. And it's like, yeah, well, I don't care because fuck that. I just want to party. Okay, well, is that party paying your rent? Is that party paying your bills? Is that party putting food in your mouth, bitch? Because if you want to party and get paid, then become a party planner. I'm not telling you to be a dealer, bitch. I'm talking about actual, I'm being facetious and talking about like actual party planning, like events. Just, this feels like someone who needs to get their shit together. Now, also, if you have an unhealthy spending habit where as soon as money comes in, you blow it on some bullshit and then you don't have it for the shit that you actually need, you need to be mindful of that because that could be a major issue. You can end up putting yourself in a severe situation if you're going to jump to basically blow your money on bullshit, on dumb shit, or to partake in certain things. Meanwhile, you know damn well you need that money to pay your rent, pay a bill, put gas in the tank, right? Do something. So be mindful of that because more than ever now, especially I'm drawn to like all the retrogrades and shit we got going on. It could be being highlighted for you to make a decision to make better choices right now. So this way you can navigate your situation into a better territory. Otherwise, it just feels like it's not going to turn out well if you keep giving into these unhealthy habits, you know, whether it's a mishandling of money or blowing your money on shit that you can't afford, you know, or unhealthy habits. So, unemployed, that's what I got for you. All right. Next up, self employed. Just a moment, y'all. All right. What do we have going on for self employed? Remember, if y'all want to book a live read, the link is pinned in the chat or in the description box below. All right. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Okay. Ooh, Six of Wands. Okay, so and Six of Wands is also the card of Leo and Jupiter, right? So Leo and Jupiter could be a time for you to really business booms, right? This could be all of a sudden you're getting your products getting pushed out there more, right? You're getting more customers, you're getting more clientele, right? Or if you're a social media influencer or something, your stuff's getting pushed out there in the algorithm, right? Some of you, this is like your time. It feels like money. Some of you could be something you've been tending to, something you've been watering, right? Seven of Pentacles is the garden that we water. Something paying off. This could be unexpected boom in business, unexpected increase in money. But the Nine of Pentacles dead in center, this is you being good financially, right? Eight of Wands. Something fast, something exciting, everything's moving in the right direction, right? Just feel like things are going good. With the ace of, I'm sorry, the 6 of Wands, you know? So this is like business thriving, money looking good, you looking good, feeling good, smelling good, right? Feeling like $1,000,000. So can't really complain with that. Self-employed, I'm gonna leave that there. All right. Now, if you're retired, what do we have going on for you? Eight of Cups, Four of Wands, Four of Cups, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords to the Empress. Some of you, you could feel like it's like you don't want to, but almost like you have to. There could be something pertaining to a move. Some of you could feel like you're being pushed out, forced out of where you live. You know what's coming to mind? Like, you know how in some places, I think the most recent one that I heard about was like in Georgia and shit like that. But it's like people are literally getting forced to like sell or being pushed out of their homes just so that they can keep building like these fucking data centers, right? Why the fuck is there such an influx in all these fucking data centers all of a fucking sudden? Like, seriously, you know, like all of a sudden, like what is the fucking purpose other than, don't get me started on that because I could go on a whole shindig about that. But anyway, I digress. But this feels like not wanting to, right? Feeling like you might have to relocate even though you don't want to. Now, for some of you, you could feel like, you know, you have to relocate because you don't want to deal with the memories of a place anymore. I feel like you're going to find yourself feeling pushed to relocate from where you're at, is what that feels like. But for some of you, it could feel like someone or something external to you is forcing you to have to reevaluate and perhaps look for a new place to live, is what that feels like. Now, for others of you, this could just be you're tired, like you want more. Maybe all you do is sit home and you really got nothing going on for you, right? And you want something more because being retired, it's how you're showing up into the world when it comes to like these types of reads, right? When we're not just looking at your money, right? When you're looking at how are you putting your energy into the world on a daily basis, right? So it's like if you're not working because you're retired, what are you doing every day with your life? Are you sitting home all the time? Are you sitting home and then seeing other people in relationships and being like, I want that, but you would have to leave the house to do that? You might decide that, you know what, I am going to create my own opportunity to invite love in, you know? Or you're just not happy sitting home all the time. So you might decide, you might take it upon yourself to find something to do, right? It's like someone who's just kind of feeling empty and apathetic to their circumstances, to their everyday mundane, right? Wanting something more. So you could be looking into something to do with yourself every day, right? I don't feel like there's any issues really when it comes to your money. Now, for some of you, you could feel like you're being pushed to move because perhaps they're trying to increase the price as a form of means to push you out, right? In which case, you know, as much as you don't want to leave because of the uprise, it's like feeling like you're forced to have to find some other place to live. So this way it does stay within your budget. But when it comes to your immediate finance, I don't feel anything bad. All right. Well, thank you, babes. I try to be. All right. And now for those of you who are disabled. All right, what do we have going on for disabled? Star card. Some of you could put yourself out there. Some of you could find yourself where you might find something that you're able to do that works around whatever your disability is, right? Like if there's certain things that make it more difficult for you to do, if you have certain debilitations that make it difficult to do certain things, you could find something that works around that, right? Some of you could find yourself working remotely for someone. Some of you could decide to put yourself out there on social media, right? Mm. With that star card, that could literally be like the internet. With the Queen of Swords to the Eight of Wands, maybe you decide to start speaking your mind. Maybe you start a blog or you start a vlog or something where you're putting yourself out there online. And that could be something that you're able to work around your disability and put yourself out there. Now, when it comes to your finances, it feels like as fast as money comes, it goes. But at the same token, all right, you're all right. This is like it's like someone who's very strict when it comes to their finances, but at the same token, as fast as it comes in, it comes out. It goes out. It's like your money comes in and then it goes right back to the bills, and then you're stuck with nothing again. This could be something that actually pushes you to decide, you know what, I've got to do something else because I cannot live like this. This could be something that actually pushes you to say, you know what, maybe I'll start a social media, or maybe I'll start this and I'll do that, right? Maybe I'll try to get a following or something like that. Could be something like that. Um, so do with that what you will, but disabled, that's what I got for you. All right. All right, next up, we are going into the general part of the read. All right, general collective. All right, what do we have going on for you? All right, overall energy, the tower. Ooh, your current energy, the hermit. Hmm. Challenge, King of Cups. What you can expect, world card and advice. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Knight of Cups under the deck. Knight of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So overall energy is the tower. This is almost like down but not out, trying to figure things out. Where to from now? Some of you could feel like, things have fallen apart and now it's like where to from here? Let's see. Tell me more about this tower. Chariot to the Six of Wands to the Knight of Wands. Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. This is like picking up the pieces. There could be something pertaining to picking up the pieces, but sometimes some things fall apart. So this way, something so much better could come, right? So there could be some form of situation where some form of foundation feels like it's being ripped out from underneath you, right? But at the same token, this isn't exactly a bad thing, right? This could be something that was meant to happen to steer you in the right direction, right? It's like, maybe something's being removed, but this was the one thing holding you back from the one thing, that you were aiming for, that you wanted, right? Sometimes we try to build off of a house of cards. Meanwhile, we want something more sturdy. And it's like, well, that house of cards, we need to stop investing our energy into trying to hold all these cards together. So this way we could build something that's more structurally sound and lasting, right? Okay. So the hermit for your current energy. This is like you trying to figure things out. And the fact that that Nine of Swords came out, it says why. Okay, so some of you, not gonna lie, I feel like whatever it is you've been going through there, you could be going through something that's more so kind of low key. You're not really telling anyone what you're going through, right? Some of you can feel a bit withdrawn, more so to yourself, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out where to from here, right? The hermit also denotes that form of introspective energy, but it also denotes that path, illuminating that path moving forward, trying to figure things out. Why did things happen the way they did? Why did things happen the way that they did? And where to from here? With that Hierophant to the Seven of Swords, I feel like you could find yourself feeling a bit avoidant, feeling a bit more recluse to yourself, and just trying to figure things out, you know? Even the Hierophant denotes to some of you could be questioning things, you could be questioning your beliefs. But with that Hierophant, think about it. If the tower comes to tear down the structure, the Hierophant is the actual structure, or it's the structure that we want to build, right? Just a minute, guys. Sorry. I was being asked something. Threw me for I was caught off guard. I was like, "What?" Okay. All right. Tell me about the King of Cups for the challenge. Let me get a Scorpio in your chart. Show me the challenge is a Scorpio or a person. We have heavy Scorpio energy here. King of Cups, Scorpionic energy. Death card to the Tower. All Scorpionic energy. And then the King of Swords. Hold on. Okay. So maybe you just have strong Scorpio in your chart. Regardless, honestly, the challenge could be you. You know, don't overanalyze everything. Learn to go with the flow, is what I feel called to say, right? Think about it. King of Swords, air energy, could be very analytical in nature, right? There's a need to not have to overanalyze every little thing. Sometimes we have to just learn to roll with the punches, to roll with the tide. Look at this King of Cups. This King of Cups is literally a surfer. If you've grown up on the beaches, if you've ridden the waves, if you've been in the water, you know that you gotta work with what life gives you, right? You want to basically ride the wave. Well, you have to wait for the wave to come, right? And you have to learn to go along, maneuver through it, right? Chariot type energy. The chariot is able to maneuver through anything. I feel like the biggest thing is you might have a tendency to be over analytical. Don't feel the need to overanalyze everything and learn to just go with the flow and roll with the tide, is what that feels like. Sometimes you don't realize you make things more difficult on yourself when you try to dissect everything, right? You see, this King of Swords is a doctor, right? Doctors have scalpels, they could dissect through shit, right? Instead of trying to dissect through every little minuscule thing, just learn to go along with it, roll with the punches, roll with the flow of things. It makes things easier in the long haul. All right. All right, the world card, what you can expect in the future. Okay. I feel like when you learn to let go and just go along with things, that's what makes it opens things up for you. I feel like you're closing out a cycle. I do. Maybe it feels like life's tossing you some shit, or maybe it feels like life has tossed you some shit. But I feel like, much as people might not like hearing it, I don't feel like we're given anything more than we can handle. But at the same token, sometimes some of the shit tossed at us is to teach us how to let go of the things that are beyond us, right? Sometimes we don't realize we make things more difficult on ourselves because we're trying to control and contain and trying to make something work when it was never meant to, right? We're trying, like, I'm drawn back to the house of cards, like I said before, right? If you're trying to make a house of cards, but you want something stable in structure and sound, something that is solid that won't just blow away with the wind, well, then why do you keep putting cards together? They're going to fall. It's going to, one little breeze and that's it. It's going to collapse. You're never going to get what you're looking for if you're putting all your energy into this. So sometimes the universe will come in and remove certain things that we might not realize it at the time, things that we're putting our energy in that are actually restricting us and holding us back from that which it is we truly want, right? And I feel like whatever this is helping you to be able to no longer hold yourself back. All right. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles for the advice. The Moon card, Judgment, 2 of Pentacles. Again, 2 of Pentacles denotes to dance of change, right? To the Judgment, to the Moon card. If you're able to be open and receptive to the unknown, right? Go about things differently. Maybe you used to try to force shoes to fit. You would try to hold things together to get a result that you knew wouldn't happen. Again, you want a stable, solid structure, but you're building it with cards. So cards will inevitably fall and blow with the wind, and there'll be nothing sound at all, right? Be all right with doing things differently. Be open to doing things differently in a sense that with that 2 of Pentacles, it's like if we come to realize something just isn't it, maybe this isn't a good idea, or maybe this is a sign that we should just not and just see what happens. It's like being open to just roll with the punches to see what wants to come through. But this is what opens you up to be receptive towards the things that are going to get you the desired results that you want in life for whatever it is that you want them for, right? This feels very general. This can pertain to many different things in your life, right? So I'm gonna just leave that there. But collective, that's what I got for you. That's your read. Hey, Cam. All right. All right, let's see. All right, now we're gonna go into the all signs and do a quick energy tap. Remember, don't forget to smash that like button. First up, Aries and first house. What do we have going on for Aries and first house? Don't forget to smash that like, y'all. Whew. Oh, some of you, you could be reconnecting with family. This could be maybe you haven't seen your family in a while, or you haven't spoken to them, spoken to someone in a while, and it's like, all excited. If anyone's been trying because they want to have a baby, this could be, one makes it to the finish line, one makes it across the line, right? Someone could be running some form of marathon, some race. There could be some form of race or marathon up ahead. This could be something that takes place near family, around family. This is like someone who's running a marathon, but this feels like something that's up ahead. In which case, you make it to the finish line, and then you get to spend some time celebrating with your family. It's like a sprint or a marathon. Someone could find themselves running some form of sprint or marathon. You know what it's making me think of? Like the tortoise and the hare, right? Some of you, even if it's just one person, if you have like some form of marathon up ahead, it's given where you see this Knight of Pentacles. He makes it to the finish line, but you see all the victory and everything, right? It's like slow and steady wins the race. Like if you've ever seen the story of the tortoise and the hare, the hare is just like boom, boom, boom all over the damn place, right? And the motherfucker's so goddamn cocky that he's like, I got this in the basket. In fact, I'm gonna take a nap, you know. Don't get a little ahead of yourself is what I feel called to say, even if it's not pertaining to a marathon. There might be a thing where there's a need to, n- don't get a little too ahead of yourself pertaining to something, right? Especially with that Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles there. Um, but yeah, like say if someone's running a race or some shit, you know, pace yourself out. Go at your pace is what I feel called to say. Don't try to like overexert or overdo it because again, the hare ended up losing, and the the tortoise won. So you know. Now, for others of you, don't get too ahead of yourself. You could find yourself dealing with family. And this is also giving where it's like if someone's feeling a little too ahead of themselves, right? And like say if there's like a fallout and there's stuff that you've really wanted to say, like stuff that's been just in the back of your mind for the longest time that you finally let out, just be careful because some things you can't undo is what I feel called to say. So do with that what you will. Aries in first house is what I got for you. All right. Next up, Taurus and second house placements. What do we have going on for Taurus and second house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Six of Wands. Okay. Um, some of you could be some form of raise or promotion up ahead. Some of you could be successful at what you do. I feel like a lot of you are going to find yourself really focusing on the long term. Maybe you're accomplished in your field, or maybe you've accomplished everything you need to in life, right? But this is like really focusing on the big picture. Like, where's the goalpost for me? What is my 10-year goalpost? Where am I wanting to land? What is it that I want? Some of you, I got this for you in last night's read too, I think, where it's like you could even be contemplating where it's like, maybe the things that you once thought you wanted, they're not doing it for you anymore. And now you're realizing you wanted so much more, right? But with that Two of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles, this is literally you where it's like, what do I want for myself? What is my big picture, right? Because Ten of Pentacles can denote to the next 10 years of your life, or what do you see yourself 10 years from now, 20 years from now? What is your end game? And especially because Ten of Pentacles can also be the goalpost, the end of the game, the end of the line for you. But with that Two of Wands, it doubles down on that. I mean, it's literally like the goalpost, right? I feel like a lot of you are going to really be focusing on the bigger picture and trying to figure out what is it that I want. Some of you, what you wanted is changing. This is like someone who's ready for more. It's like maybe at one point you wanted flashy, you wanted this, you wanted that. It was all about career and stuff like that. Now you're older and accomplished, and now it's just like, but what now? What next? So some of you could be really kind of focusing on the future, thinking about, where do you want to be 10 years from now, 20 years from now, because maybe you're getting a little older and it's like you're really realizing, well, I'm not getting any younger. And especially if any of you are solo, like alone, it's like, what's the point of all this if it's just me? It's like someone who they could be pretty on the eyes, they could be adored by many, and yet at the end of the day, they're standing there with no one but themselves. So I don't know. Do with that what you will. Taurus in second house. That's what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Next up, Gemini and third house placements. What do we got going on for Gemmy Gems and third house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Hmm. Mm, this justice card hits different. It's like someone who doesn't want to look at something that they did. So there could be something of the past that's of significance that someone doesn't want to think about, someone doesn't want to look at. This could be someone who they don't want to see the role that they played in something, right? Four of Pentacles under the deck. All right. I don't know why I said some of you this could be like for an elder. Ooh, some of you could be like older, like elderly type of energy, or you're just really up there in age, right? Like late 50s, 60s, 70s, I don't know, 80s. But this is like someone, when they look back, they don't want to see the role that they played. This is even given like if someone throw, because when I first pulled this out, I got the term throw rocks and hides their hands, right? If someone is older and they're alone, it's like they have no one, no one's really there, no friends, no family. They're just sitting there alone, right? It's having to see, well, what got you in there? Why are you alone, right? Is it because you make yourself an island? Or is it because of the way you treat people, right? Now, for some of you, there could just be an elder. There can be an elder that you know of, could be a relative, someone with whom you have nothing to do with, who refuses to take accountability, who refuses to see the role that they play in you, in what happened to you, who you are. You could feel, oh, I'm hearing Madonna, oh Father, you got you can't hurt me now. I got away from you. I never thought I would. You once had the power, but I never felt so good by myself. I'm not gonna dwell on that. If you identify as a, oh, Father, you never wanted to hurt me. Why am I running away? Maybe there is a father figure, an elderly, who you refuse to have anything to do with them. Now, for others of you, there could be childhood wounds, childhood things, things that stem from childhood. You could find yourself feeling triggered. Things could come up, things that you thought you let go of, things that you thought you were healed from, that things that you didn't. It's like, all right, if some of you still have things that you haven't worked through, these could be issues that tie to a parent figure, right? Whether it's a father figure or not, right? It's tied to your past and to your childhood. Wounds, things from your past that you'd rather bury them down instead of really focus on them and heal them, right? Those things could be coming up to the surface. This is like, maybe you tell yourself you're healed and you've let something go or you've moved on from something. And then here come all these retrogrades to just conjure shit up to make you realize you haven't let go of this yet, or you haven't healed from this. You haven't worked through this. Some of you can have unhealthy vices. Some people, they chain smoke. Some people, they drink. Some people, they become very, very obsessive, um, or fixated over certain things in their life as a form of means to control something in their life. It's like though, especially, oh, we're about to get deep now. Maybe some of you, there's something where you felt like you lacked a sense of control in your life when you were a child. Something where you felt like you did not have any safety or security, right? In which case, perhaps some of you have a bit of a tendency to be a bit obsessive and controlling, hyper fixated on certain things. That could be something that's tied down to this thing where something happened in your past, something happened in your childhood where you felt helpless and you felt like you had no control. But now it's like you have these vices or these way of doing things or going about things because deep down subconsciously what you don't realize, it's a way for you to feel like you have a sense of control. But these feelings, these need for this sense of control or these vices, it's coming from a place because you felt like you had no control then. but you still also hold on to whatever it was, hence still feeling the need. Hence those things, whatever it is that's the cause for these things within you, could be stirred up so you can really face it. It's like sometimes people don't realize certain things that they use that are a form of vice, including behavioral patterns. It's easier to let go of the need for those things when we finally let go of the thing that caused us to need them in the first place. And that denotes really kind of looking in introspective energy and figuring out where it really stems from and what, all the whys, really going within. But see, a lot of people, they would rather distract and not look within themselves, not look at that mirror, right? Because they don't want to face these things, especially if they feel like their past was not the best. There was no safety or security. So do with that what you will. But Gemini and third house placements, that's what I got for you. That's your read. All right. Next up, Cancer and fourth house placements. Just a minute, my loves. Okay, hold on. All right. Cancer and fourth house. Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. What do you got going on for Cancer and fourth house? Nine of Pentacles, looking good and feeling fine. King of Swords, Tower. Some of you could be something with your money. Some of you could be something with your career. The Hierophant, the World card to the Tower. But the Nine of Pentacles is looking back to this King of Swords. So I feel like it feels like more than just one, though. This King of Swords, you see how this King of Swords, there's multiple people? You know? I feel like you're going to find yourself feeling in this very powerful position. Some of you're going to find yourself holding a form of powerful position pertaining to your career, right? Maybe you find yourself in a power position in your industry, right? Maybe you get raised and you get put in a position, right? This is almost feeling like a bit untouchable. It feels like it's something that gets the girls talking. Doesn't have to be literal girls. It's just a saying, right? It's like the girls are talking. This is feeling secure. It's a sense of security where you feel untouchable. So some of you have some form of security coming to you where you're gonna feel not only it's like you're feeling so secure you feel untouchable. Where it's like you don't have to worry about this or that or this person does, or if this is pertaining to your career, maybe just find that something happens where you just feel so secure in your career that you're untouchable. It's like they need me here. I'm not going anywhere. Or you know what? I earned my maybe some of you earned a spot, earn a seat, earn a specific position. And maybe it's an advancement, right? You could be having some form of advancement, in which case you're gonna feel untouchable because it's like, especially if like say if the work industry that you're in, maybe you have some like toxic masculinity where it's like, oh, you don't have to be a woman. It's just the energy that I'm getting, right? Because you see a bunch of old men and then you see a female here on the card. You can be whatever the fuck. I don't care what you got going on between your legs. It's just the energy. Like some people, they're stuck in like a real fucked up old age mindset, right? Where it's like, the one is less than the other. And it's like, no, fuck you, bitch. We're all about equality up in this bitch, right? And you get yourself into such a position where it's like, they can't touch you. It's almost like a big fuck you to them. Now, for some of you, this could even be, the ones who said you couldn't, or you wouldn't, or you shouldn't. Some of you, there could be something where you're feeling a sense of security, standing out in your shit, where it's like almost a big fuck you to someone. If someone was telling you, you can't make it without me, you won't be able to make it on your own, right? Maybe you left the nest. Maybe you were living in your parents' house. Now you're of age and you're out there doing your thing. And they said, "You'll never make it without me." Maybe you left some piece of shit ex, right? And they're like, "You can't do it without me. You'll be back." This is you where it's like, "Oh, baby, no, I'm good." You know, you can miss me with that bullshit, you know? In which case someone could be in for a rude awakening. If someone was feeling like, you needed them or you wouldn't make it without them, someone's in for a rude awakening. Again, maybe some of you left one thing to go to another, right? You left the nest and now you're out on your own. And maybe you have like a strict father figure or parental figure who's like, "You'll be back. Da da da. I'm not you did whatever, whatever." It's like you're good, you're secure, you don't have to look back. But I feel like you're good and secure, looking good, feeling good. Well, you don't have to go back. You don't have to look back. There's no more looking back. That's what that gives. So there's something happening with you where there's no more looking back. There's only moving forward. And there could be some people who don't like it, right? So do with that what you will. Cancer and fourth house placements. That's what I got for you. All right. Next up, Leo and fifth house placements. What do we have going on for my lovely lion gang? Nine of Cups wanted to show itself. Leo and fifth house. Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups came out. I just realized because the Nine of Cups showed when I was shuffling, and now it's there again. Ooh, to the moon. Ooh. So you're pulling in something that's nice, something that you want, something that'll make you happy, but it feels like it's a surprise. You're not meant to know. So there's some form of wish fulfillment that you have coming to you. This is something that you've wanted. Um, some of you could have been fearful that it wasn't going to happen, right? This could even be maybe you were too worried to even speak it out loud because it's like you didn't want to be disappointed, or you speak something out there and then it doesn't happen, and it's like it'd be a big disappointment. I feel like there's something that you really wanted, something that you've been trying to pull in for yourself. You might have kept it to yourself, hidden, not really told anyone in fear of, well, why I don't want to put it out there into existence, then it doesn't happen, or, it doesn't happen because I put it into existence and someone, tries to negate it. But there is something coming in, and it's nice and it's going to make you quite happy, and it's something that you've been wanting, but at the same token kind of fearful wouldn't happen, because the moon denotes to the gravitational pull, but it also denotes to fear. But I feel like whatever this is, you're going to be very happy because you've really wanted this thing. You have really wanted this for so long. You've been open and receptive to it, but also fearful that perhaps it wouldn't, but not trying to focus on the fear and or sense of disappointment if it didn't happen. So it's like someone who tries to stay positive. So whatever that is, you let me know down below. But you're getting it. You're gonna shine. It's almost like feeling like, the heavens are shining down and you see it's almost like the stars are pouring down on her. And I literally heard rain, feel it on my fingertips, feel it on the window pane, your love's coming down like rain. Madonna rain. So something good's coming your way. It's just it doesn't want to specify, but it's something that you've wanted. All right. Next up, Virgo and sixth house placements. What do we got going on for Virgo and sixth house? Don't forget to smash that like button down below. Ooh, this is like someone needs to practice what they preach. This is almost given. There could be some form of situation where someone is trying to pretend to be something that they're not. That's what this is giving. The magician, that's elusive type energy. It's also your card share, yours in Gemini, right? Mercurial energy. Um, with this King of Wands, the peace for all, it's almost like some people who try to come off one way, but they're really a whole other. person, you could come to learn that someone is not who they present themselves to be. The illusion is being broken, right? If there is someone pretending to be something that they're not, hopefully it's not someone literally pretending to be someone that they're not, you know? Hopefully it's not something pertaining to false identity, you know? Hopefully not nothing to do with identity theft. But this feels like a mask is coming off. Something can come out. Someone who is living a lie, it's coming out. Whatever the lie is, whatever the mask is, it's going to be revealed. The lie is coming out and the mask is being revealed. Someone is going to be seen for who and what they truly are, not who and what they present themselves to be. Because it feels like someone is living a lie or pretending to be someone or something that they're not. And it's going to come to surface. People are going to see, this could even be someone trying to pretend, they're a noble person, or, they're a good person. And meanwhile, they're a fucking straight up piece of shit, take it how it resonates. But whoever's living a lie, pretending to be someone or something that they're not, it's going to be revealed. So, Virgo in sixth house is what I got for you. All right, next up, Libra and seventh house placements. What do we have going on for my lovely librarians and seventh house? Aw, I got that somewhere there. Da-na-na. If you've ever watched an American Tail, Five-O, oh my God, bitch, that shit want to make me cry. That's exactly what I got with that Five of Pentacles. How she's looking out to the star. American Tail. When they're singing that song, somewhere out there, bitch, that was my shit when I was a kid growing up. I loved American Tail 5L. Um, oh, and 5L, five of Pentacles. So some of you could be in your feels, right? Some of you could be missing someone in your head about something, feeling a loss of someone, or feeling a sense of distance. This Five of Pentacles also gives a sense of that star card energy. And, you see her look, it's like missing someone, missing something. So you could find yourself in your feels or feeling a sense of distance between you and or just really feeling your feels over something. It's like if there's been any form of distance between you and someone, if you've been missing someone, you could find yourself feeling more so heavily affected by the thought. This is like even having difficulty sleeping up at night, Nine of Swords can denote two sleepless nights with this Five of Pentacles. It's like really missing someone, right? I feel called to say, look up that thing from An American Tail. You'll know it's American Tail because it's got the mouse, 5-0. But look up American Tail, Somewhere Out There song. I don't know, maybe that's something to kind of help you work through your feels because it feels like you're going to be in your feels really missing someone. This could even be maybe you just find yourself in your head and you're really missing someone who is no longer, right? It could be someone who's crossed the rainbow bridge. Ooh, I almost want to cry, bitch. Someone's going to be emotional as fuck. Go ahead, watch that. That'll help you get a nice little cry out. Ooh, shit. You can find yourself in your feels really missing someone, whether this is someone who is still walking this earth or this is someone who is no longer and they've crossed over. But you could find yourself, holy shit, really wanting to cry. If you need a good cry, put that song on, specifically from the American Tail clip. Okay? Okay. Libra, I'm off your shit because I am not busting into tears right now. All right. Hey, perfect. How are you, babes? Good to see you. All right, next up, Scorpio and eighth house placements. What do we have going on for Scorpio and eighth house? Ten of Wands. Ooh. Well, you're about to be all right. So whatever you've been trying to work through, you're coming to the end of it. It's coming to an end. Literally, you see this ship, right? This 10 of Wands. This is someone, they're finally breaking through the storm, right? There could be some form of breakthrough where the difficult, you're finally getting past the hard part, right? To the World card. This is like making it to the destination. Like if we literally go with the art, this is almost like if someone were traveling and say if you're on a ship and then there's a storm and then you finally make it to land to the World card, right? You're finally closing a chapter, closing a cycle where the difficult part, you've made it through the difficult part, and now the ship's set to land. It's set to make land. And underneath the deck, Ace of Wands, and what's that? It's a ship making it to land. You're making it to the destination, bitch. So the hard part is almost over. You're making it to the destination, and now your ship's coming in. Now you get to the good part is what that feels like. So this is you making it to the finish line, whatever that is for you. This could be pertaining to any form of aspect in your life, but the hard part's coming to a close. You're making it to the destination, and now you're gonna get to enjoy the good part. So that's simple. I almost said swimple. Somebody go swimming. That's simple, that's sweet, that's to the point, and I'm gonna leave that there. All right. Next up, a fucus and eighth house placements. What do we have going on for a fucus and eighth house? Wild card. I heard wild thing. Bum, bum, ba-na-na-na. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wild thing. I think I love you. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, my nose is so tickly now. Holy shit. Ooh, ooh, that's annoying. And I want to know for sure. Oh, ooh. Okay. So, some of you can meet someone. This is like a bit of a wild card, someone unlike anyone you've ever met. Um, some of you can meet this person while on vacation, right? Oof, or at a resort, right? Now, for others of you, you could meet someone. I didn't mean to say that again. So, for some of you, you definitely could meet someone. This could be someone who they're different. They're different than you're used to. This could be someone who literally they're unlike anyone you've ever met, let alone experienced, right? This could be someone who lives a bit unconventional, right? Now, for others of you, you could find yourself embracing this energy where it's almost like, you know what, YOLO. You only live once, right? Maybe some of you are getting up there and it's like, you know what? I want to hit the open road. I want to have a little fun. You know what? Let's take this show on the road. Okay. This could even be for one person. There could even be one person deciding to literally take their life on the road where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna live in my car. I'm gonna live in a van. This is literally like that's definitely unconventional, right? Just out there on the open road, out there ready to explore. But definitely away with the cookie cutter. This is like embracing life, breaking outside the box, breaking outside the mold, loosening up and living. It's like, you know what? None of us make it out here alive, so you might as well make the best of it, right? So you're thinking outside the box. I love that for you. I do. What do you call it? A fucus in eighth house. That's what I got for you. All right. Next up, Sagittarius and ninth house placement. So what do we have going on for Sagittarius and ninth house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Queen of Cups to the Eight of Pentacles. Mm, some of you could find yourself in this energy where it's just like you're done, you know? You're done being the one to put all the work into situations. You're done being the one to put in all the effort, right? Just done. Some of you could be a bit older. I feel like a lot of you are going to find yourself embracing the energy of like you're just done. You're done putting all your energy into things that are just not worth it. You're done trying to force things. You're done with the bullshit. You're done being the one who feels like they put in all the effort, they do all the work. This can even pertain to actual connections, right? Excuse me. Side note, hold on. I got all of a sudden I was coughing a lot and I was feeling I got drawn to wildfires. If you know you live in an area that is possible, be careful of wildfires or smoke inhalation. Hold on. There could be something pertaining to air quality. It's obviously not for everyone. Holy shit! If there is some form of issue with the air quality or something that goes off around you, whether it's because of wildfires, hold on. Holy shit. Take it seriously. This is obviously not going to be everyone. But if you are in an area and it is affected by wildfires or it's something to do with the air quality being dangerous, like say they say like you need a mask or some shit, right? Do not take it lightly. Now I'm also drawn to another thing. I swear to God, I seriously feel like sometimes my coughing comes in strong when certain messages have to be relayed because it's almost like tuning in. This next one, even if it's not to do with wildfires or air quality, if you smoke a lot and you have been having a bad cough or difficulty breathing, get yourself checked, is what I feel called to say. Especially if you want to brush it off as nothing. It's better safe than sorry. If you are someone you smoke regularly or you chain smoke, right? And it's not wildfires, it's not air quality because of whatever, but you actually smoke and you have a bad cough or something, right? You have lung issues. If you have been dealing with something like that and you try to brush it off, don't brush it off. There's a need, an emphasis to be better safe than sorry. Get it looked at. Go to the doctor, ask for a screening or an x-ray or some shit. Tell them your symptoms because there could be some form of underlying issue and it's better to catch it and get ahead of it and be safe than sorry. That was very strong message that want to come through, very distinct. But you notice after I got those messages out and fine-tuned them, now the coughing stopped. So if that resonates with you when it comes to the smoke shit, then do what you got to do, right? Some of you, there could be some form of expansion in your work, right? If you have been putting your energy in something that you love, some of you could switch up jobs to something that you thoroughly enjoy, that you thoroughly love, right? Because if you look at this Queen of Cups, there's dolphins. Dolphins are fun and frivolous, right? And then you see with the Eight of Pentacles, some of you could switch up what it is that you do career wise and do something that you thoroughly enjoy. So, Sag and ninth house, I'm just going to leave that there. That's what I got for you. All right, next up, Capricorn and 10th house. What do we have going on for Capricorn and 10th house? Don't forget to smash that like button. Star card, nice. Shine bright, you can be a star. And right now is more than ample opportunity. Star card to the Wheel of Fortune, bitch. Like, do you see it? Do you see it? Dreams do come true. It could happen to you. Uh, your cup is about to runneth over, bitch. Some of you could be hitting the jackpot. Some of you, this is time to strike while something. This feels like your cup's gonna runneth over. Some of you could be feeling called to seize an opportunity for yourself. In which case, you're going to be glad you seized that moment. Because the star in the Wheel of Fortune, whatever you're feeling called to do, whatever you're feeling called to put your energy towards to take a leap on, bitch, this is the universe backing you up in whatever this endeavor is. Now, for others of you, again, this could be public notoriety. This could be fame, literally the star card to the Wheel of Fortune. This could be your dreams coming true, literal dreams coming true. Even the jar literally says dreams. The star card, dreams, wishes, aspirations, that which we aspire for, that we reach for. And the universe is literally making these dreams come true. Wheel of Fortune. So what is it you want to do? Or what is it you've been doing? Because guess what? Right now, this is your time. You are going to shine. You are going to thrive in whatever it is you're putting your energy into. I feel called to especially emphasize for those who are watching 10th house, because the 10th house denotes to your work, right? So if you are someone, you are literally watching for your 10th house, particularly, not so much just the Capricorn, it's especially emphasized for you because this feels it's heavily inclined towards work. Not to say it negates it from Capricorn itself. But this is your time. Some of you are seizing an opportunity, and it's going to be the best thing you've ever done for yourself. For some of you, again, dreams, aspirations, wishes, desires coming true, whatever it is for you. I love it for you. I do. Capricorn in 10th house is what I got for you. All right. Next up, Aquarius and 11th house placements. What do we have going on for Aquarius and 11th house? Don't forget to smash that like button. Page of Wands, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Some of you could be coming to realize there is no healing, some form of connection. You and someone could be parting ways. You could be coming to realize the damage is already done, or there just is no healing this. Or you can come to realize you just don't feel the same way for someone, right? Or maybe you feel like, if any of you have been loosely seeing someone, but you haven't been able to feel that sense of connection, right? Some of you could be deciding, maybe it's time to part ways. Maybe you come to realize, you're better as friends, right? This just feels like it's just not there. you know? Maybe you're dating someone and you've been just, taking your time trying to connect, but just feels like it's not there. It's like someone who feels like they don't connect with someone, not the way that they want to, or for some, not the way that they used to, in which case it's feeling like, maybe it's best to part ways. Um, so Aquarius and 11th house, I'm gonna leave that there. That's what I got for you. All right, just a moment. Where is it? All right, there we go. Pisces and 12th house placements. What do we have going on for my fishy babies and 12th house? Don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. Seven of Cups, Hermit, Seven of Pentacles. Some of you could find yourself feeling like you just need some time, alone time, needing some time to yourself, needing some time to collect your thoughts. That's what this feels like. You could find yourself really feeling the need for some alone time, right? Seven of Cups to the Hermit. This is you literally needing alone time to collect your thoughts. Seven of Pentacles, again, time is emphasized. This is you really, truly feeling like you just need some time to yourself so you can collect your thoughts, trying to figure things out. Some of you could just feel like your social battery is drained and you just need some time to recharge and unwind, right? But I feel like downtime and alone time are going to be your main focus and priority more than anything. Now, some of you could find yourself feeling a bit difficult, that it takes a little longer to get some time to yourself. It's like someone who feels like, they get interrupted or something else always calls for their attention. Hence, your social battery just feels more depleted than anything. Hence, trying to find any way you can to get some alone time to collect your thoughts. Your mind might feel a bit of a buzz or a stir as well. But this really feels like you just needing some time to yourself to really just sit with yourself, collect your thoughts, and recharge and unwind. All right. But Pisces and 12th house, that is what I got for you. All right, my loves. Hold on. There we go. All right, my loves. Well, if this is where we part ways, thank you all for being here. I love you all so very much. I hope you all have a fantastical rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever time it is where you are. You're very welcome, Sylvia, my love. Thank you for being here. Timestamps will be provided once the live has ended. Give me about 15, 20 minutes because I have to dissect everything because this one might take a little longer because of all the categories with subcategories, but they'll be there pinned in the thing. With that said, I will catch you all later. I'll see you later. Bye, my loves.